Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what do people feel when they think back to your memory, and how do they view the memory of you. So this reading topic was actually divinely guided by Spirit. I've been noticing lately in my personal readings and in kind of like reviewing the collective energy, a lot of memories, reminiscing is coming up right now. A lot of the past is coming up right now, especially now that we're in Mercury retrograde and we just had the eclipse not so long ago. So this is definitely divinely guided. I feel like in the collective, a lot of people are kind of reminiscing, going back to past memories right now, in order to ascend and move past that, right? So, before we get into your pile selection, I'd just like to thank and give a quick word to my sponsorship, Keen. I started to feel like me and my partner have gotten a bit disconnected in our relationship, so when the Keen sponsorship came along, I thought it would be a good time to get a reading from one of their tarot readers. I asked about the future with my partner, and she predicted that our relationship would deepen through the upcoming months, and while receiving the reading, I couldn't see how, but when time came to pass, I could start to see what she said about our relationship was true. Last year, we dedicated a lot of energy into our careers, so we barely had any time to spend together as we were busy most hours of the day. So we planned ahead to take a break. It allowed us to spend more time and to be in each other's presence. We got to connect and get closer to each other again, just like the reader predicted. Ever since her prediction came true, I realized we need to make quality time a priority. And since then, our connection and bond has only gotten stronger and grown. We found our way back to each other and strengthened our connection again, so what she said definitely resonated with what happened. The love reading I got was very beautiful and sweet, and every detail mentioned was accurate and actually made sense. So I'm grateful for Keen for providing such good readings and gifted psychics, and would definitely recommend their readers to anyone. So if you would like to know more about your life or anything in general, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers like myself, who are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can always get a reading whenever it suits you. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. These readers all have their own unique specialties and gifts, so whether it be about your love life or what to do next in your career or just life in general, they are able to provide a deeper understanding of your situation and how to navigate it from there. You can choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychicsciencetarot or click the link in my description box to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicsciencetarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection, for pile number 1, we have the shell with the memories card from the Messages from Mermaids oracle. By the way, for pile 1 and 3, we have 2 oracle cards, so I'm only going to be using oracle decks for that. And then for pile 2, we have just the tarot deck we're going to use. So for pile 2, we're going to use the Howlite crystal with the 6 of Cups with the Goddess of Memory from the Mythos tarot. And then from pile number 3, we have Amazonite with I Remember from the Starseed oracle deck. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose the shell and the memories card from the Messages from Mermaids article, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how do people feel when they think back to past memories with you, and how do they view the memory of you. So in this pile, we're just going to use this Messages from Mermaids oracle. I was just very drawn to just using an oracle deck for your pile. And we also started your reading off at 11:11 on the clock. So I do feel like there are very divine synchronicities people see whenever they think back to your memories. So with this card, it kind of looks like she's holding pictures, and they sometimes remind me of tarot cards. So there's this feeling of you being very divine. Maybe you're very intuitive. Maybe you can pick up when people are thinking back to memories of you, and they'll just pop up in your mind, or a certain memory of them that they are thinking back to will pop up in your mind as an intuitive message. And I also feel like people kind of see signs and synchronicities, since I saw 11:11, when they think back to you and your memories. Okay, since you chose the Messages from Mermaids oracle in the shell, I do feel like water is associated to emotions. So there is a lot of deep feelings and emotions people feel towards you whenever they think back to your memory, even if they haven't been in your life for a long time. It's like those feelings that they felt that day come back to the surface. They relive those feelings and those memories as if they are looking through a picture, as if they're looking through a camera, right? When they think back to your memory, and then all these emotions that they felt on that day rise back up to the surface. All those emotions they felt with you, being in a connection with you, come back to the surface. I do feel like for your pile, whenever people think back to your memories, they feel very at peace, very calm. Yet also at the same time, they feel like they have deep emotions towards you that come to the surface that they don't necessarily feel with every person in their life. Okay, and I do also feel like when people think back to your memories, you have a very healing energy. So when they think back to you, something about your energy heals them. So I'm even feeling a sense here. There can be positive and negative memories people have of you, of course, but whatever emotions rise up to the surface brings healing. So let's say somebody is healing from a bad memory of the past with you, like maybe a falling out or a breakup. Even then, thinking back to the memory of you can still bring healing, because it allows those emotions that they haven't processed to rise up to the surface so that they can release it. But I feel like most people in your life feel very good whenever they think back to you. They feel deep emotions that feel light and cheerful and happy is almost what I'm feeling. And they also think back to your memory and feel like you're very secure in yourself right now and in the past. They feel like you were very transparent, open, and honest with them, and open with your feelings towards them. That they felt this deep, strong emotional connection to you, even if they just knew you for a day. It's like you brought up those emotions in them. I do feel like, since this reminds me of tarot cards, maybe some people, after they think back to a memory of you, they actually go to the cards, or they've actually gone to readers and asked about you, like people from your past, as an example. And I also feel like if they have any pictures of you on their phone, or actual pictures that you've taken, they may actually go back to that and reminisce on that. So let's get out your oracle cards. Let's see what else shows up. I just saw 444 on the clock, so definitely divine synchronicities. Not on the clock, on the timer. Okay, so bringing up people from the past with the message of 444, I feel like if there are people from your past that you have had bad falling outs with, where they're not in your life anymore and they think back to a memory of you, I do feel like you're energetically protected. Like, let's say they have bad intentions towards you, and maybe they want to pull cards on you or connect to you energetically. Sometimes people connect to you energetically unconsciously, but if they have bad intentions, because everybody can connect energetically. We're all spiritual beings in a human body. But if they have bad intentions, they will not get their answers that they're looking for. They will not get the clarity that they're looking for. Even if they go to like your social media and try to search you up and they have bad intentions, something's going to happen with their technology, like their phone will freeze, or maybe they think, okay, I'm going to go search them on Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media account, and then they instantly forget, and it's a way of protecting you. I do also feel a sense of emptiness and longing, desire some people feel from your past that think back to you. But not every message here is a person from your past. So let's see. We have re-energize. We have move forward. So I do feel with this pile, there is this sense of people daydreaming about your memories and having a little bit of a smile on their face when they daydream about your memories. Also memories they would like to create with you. There's like this strong Neptunian energy of daydreams. And it brings a smile to their face. It brings a rise of emotions to the surface. Good feelings. Feelings that feel warm and like, you know when you're in like a warm bath after a long day, and it's like a hot warm bath and you just feel rejuvenated in the bath. You almost feel refreshed. That's how they feel around you. Maybe you have strong water placements or Neptunian energy, 12th house placements, 8th house, 4th house. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And I also hear Leo. But there's like this strong water energy or this strong energy of emotion showing up. So how do people feel when they think back to pile number one's memories? How do they view the memories with pile number one? We have turn away. When I pulled the turn away card, I heard that song by Enrique Iglesias. You can run, you can hide, but you can't escape my love. So some people try not to think about you, like, especially if it's quite painful to think about you, where they almost want to turn away from that memory and stop thinking about you immediately. But it's like they can run away from that, but they still deep in their heart have love for you, even if they don't want to admit it to themselves. That's just some people, not all the people in your life. Gratitude. So some people think back to your memories and have gratitude for you and your memories. Even people from your past, some people from your past. We have hope. So some people from your past definitely have hope of creating more memories with you and people in your life currently. Think back to memories you have, and there's a smile on their face, there's gratitude, there's a feeling of peace whenever they think back to your memory, and there's this feeling of being hopeful for creating beautiful memories in the future and moving forward in your connection where you create even more love together, platonically, romantically, family, whatever. I'm even seeing pets in this pile. If you have pets or passed on pets, they even think back to your memories and feel happy. Because, like, I'm seeing a dog feel happy and run around, or like, what is that word? Zoomies or something? Like, I'm seeing that, okay? We have the future, yes. So people definitely want to create more memories with you in the future when they think back to your memories, because with this rainbow here, it brings them the sense of not only peace and calm, like I said, your energy is very calming and soothing, but it also brings them this energy of hope, inspiration, fun, like a fun feeling inside, excitement for the future and what the future can hold between the two of you. It's kind of like people that are currently in your life are aware they want a future with you. They do want that future with you, and they know what they want with you. And even if there is some kind of feeling of the future being unknown to us, where this kind of even looks like a crystal ball, like, we may be able to look in a crystal ball and say, this is your future with the person, but we still never really truly know what the future holds. We're in the deep, dark depths of the unknown, but the hope brings the light for new memories to come up to the surface with you. So we have be spontaneous. Okay, so at the back of the deck, we have awareness. So I think I'm just going to put it to the side of my desk and analyze these ones first. If I need to pull more cards as I go along, I will. So I just heard the word amicable. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. To be honest, I don't know what it means, but I'm Googling it and it says it means friendly, peaceable, or showing goodwill. It can also mean relating to pleasant behavior between people or achieved with friendly attitudes and without unpleasant argument. For example, his manner was perfectly amicable, but I felt uncomfortable. So there's this feeling here, I'm seeing into a vision, right, clairvoyantly, of some people thinking back to you, being grateful for your memories, almost like praying to the divine, because it looks like she has praying hands here, and thanking the divine, thanking God, the universe, whatever they believe in, that they were able to create some kind of connection with you. I even feel some people that are currently in your life feel this way. Some people may even feel, because I just felt a sacral chakra wound, like, what did I do to deserve this? So the sacral chakra, solar plexus energy, it's like between there. That's about feeling worthy of the love we're receiving from a person. But when there is a wound there, we don't feel worthy of that. We don't feel deserving of that. We don't feel like we're even good enough to be around that person. So I almost see them saying to themselves, I'm saying myself because I'm in their energy, that, like, what did I even do to deserve a person like pile number one? Because it feels like the love you give is very divine. And it feels like every time people meet you, even if it is a short-lived connection, you teach them something that connects them to their highest self, to the divine aspects of themselves that you see in them. And it's almost like you activate that within them so that they can become a version of themselves their future self and their highest self want them to become. And it's almost like they look back to the memory and then they're like, oh my gosh, ever since I met pile number one, they brought so much change into my life, or they showed me an aspect of myself I never saw before. What did I deserve? What did I do to deserve such a blessing? I feel like you have a very healing energy where even like strangers have come up to you, or people you don't really know that well, acquaintances, and told you about things they were going through in their life, their feelings, and maybe some kind of advice you gave them. Since you're so intuitive, you have this deep inner knowing where they follow that advice you give and it leads them to more hopeful and spontaneous blessings in their future, that now when they look back, now that they're in the future, they look back at the past and they're like having so much gratitude that they met you because you helped them reach another level that they may have not been able to reach on their own. So I feel like you're definitely seen as a guide or a teacher or an earth angel to some people in this physical reality. So that there's a message, but I also feel like there's people in your life currently and people from your past that feel like, there was never unpleasant energies with you. Maybe some people you drifted apart from them or outgrew them, but you still have love for them and they still have love for you. And they think back to your memories. It brings them a smile, brings them happiness, brings them joy. Maybe there's even excitement of maybe we can come back to each other in the future, or maybe we can create more beautiful memories in the future. And like, what did I do to deserve pile number one? Because they're just so amazing. They're such a catch. So I see them thinking that in their mind and feeling that. I feel like some people like to daydream about you and like to think about you. It brings them a calmness and peace whenever they're stressed out. Some people even think back to happy memories with you when they're feeling very low, when they're in the dark energetically, when they're like struggling to move forward from things they want to leave behind or things that are not so happy in their life. When they're healing from something big, they think back to you and it brings a smile to them, it brings them hope. I even feel like some people that like they've seen you go through a lot in your life and move forward from that. So when they go through a lot within their own life and they feel like they're not strong enough to get through it, they look at you and how you overcame certain things within your life and the memory of that. And they think, okay, if pile number one can do that, I can do that too. So I feel like some people feel a little bit shy to reach out to you. Some people kind of like still have hope for a future with you, but they feel shy to reach out. Like even people you wouldn't expect that still think back to you. Like even people you wouldn't think you had even a big effect on them because maybe you only knew them for one day or 1 month. They still think back to you and you'd be surprised how many people think back to you and love thinking back to your memories. There's something about thinking back to your memories and them viewing you as like always beautiful with the mermaid energy or always handsome in some way. Like every time they've seen you, you're always glowing, I want to say. You're always like attractive. You have this kind of quality to you that is very alluring. Okay. And they think back to memories of you where maybe you were like spontaneous together. You did something really fun that they've never done before. And that brings them joy. So they always view you in their memory as like this spontaneous person that brought them outside of their comfort zone, that helped them also like reach milestones, take leaps of faith, because I'm seeing the full card clairvoyantly that they would have never taken before. And they view these memories as if like these memories bring them joy and happiness. How they view you in their memory of you is like you always brought them hope. You always brought them a smile on their face whenever they were feeling low. You always re-energize them. Energize their battery. You were never draining to be around. That's what I feel here. And, whenever they went through something, you helped them move forward from that when they felt they couldn't. There's a strong Venusian energy connection to Aphrodite here. So I'm seeing that. I'm also seeing something about laughter being healing. So some people think back to funny things you said or things you said that made them laugh or things you did that made them laugh. And it makes them laugh or chuckle now when they think back to that or certain like inside jokes you had, and that laughter is healing. Or thinking back to like beautiful fun memories and that smile on their face brings them healing. So how they view you in the memory of you is like you were slow to get to know them, slow to open up, but there was always a depth there. There was always like a mystery with you of like trying to get to know you more, trying to, yeah, like maybe some of you have Scorpio placements or Virgo placements, because I know Scorpio, Virgo, and Gemini can have that quality of mystery. Or 12th house or 8th house. Or maybe you're just like a very private person where it took a while for you to open up, but once you love someone like very deeply. So when they view the memory of you, all they feel is like they're immersed in these deep feelings, right? And they think back to those memories and there's always a smile on their face. Even people where like, let's say not so great things happened in your connection, they still, maybe it's hard for them to admit, but they still have a love for you and a love for your memories and a gratitude for that deep inside. So I do feel like using some clairvoyance in your reading. So let me do that. Just give me a moment. So, Spirit, how do people feel when they think back to the memory of pile number one? And how do they view these memories? So I'm seeing music, and like I'm seeing a music, something to do with music clairvoyantly, like a radio, and then I'm hearing music sounds better with you. So it's almost like people may think back to your memory and think you have a great music taste, and they loved like listening to music with you, dancing with you. Something about that is coming through, or like maybe sometimes they even think back to songs that you shared with them, and then it brings up the memory of you, or like songs they've listened to with you, or songs they've daydreamed about you too. With when that song comes up on that playlist, it brings up the memory of you, and all those memories come flooding up to the surface, okay? What else, Spirit? So Spirit is showing me a vacuum, which represents cleaning up, healing, as I said before. So some people that are in a stage of healing right now and before, and also in the future, people that have not healed from your connection or whatever happened there, it's like maybe they go back to those memories and clean up emotionally, metaphorically, like whatever they haven't taken a look at, whatever they've swept under the rug that they haven't taken a look at emotionally, it comes up to the surface again. And then they find that healing, and then they move forward from that. And then eventually they have gratitude for the lesson they learned with you, because it taught them something big. So I'm clairvoyantly seeing makeup for the woman here. People always view the memory of you as like, you're always beautiful, you always have beautiful makeup, and I'm seeing a mirror. So like the sight of you was very beautiful, and they like to think back to that. I'm also seeing a school bag. So some people that you went to school or college with, or like you were very young with, like still think back to you and still think back to those like childhood memories, right? And they're showing me lipstick now. So again, that beauty message keeps coming up. Blush. And they're showing me a baby now, like in a pram or in a cot. Your parents may think back to, well, if you have parents, I know not everybody has parents, but if you have parents, your parents may think back to memories of you being a baby, and it may bring a smile to their face, and they may feel like a lot of gratitude that they were able to create you or birth you. And it brings them a smile thinking back to those memories, right? Okay, some people think back to your memory. It's kind of like they wish they were more open with you, because they kind of view you as like you were very open, very transparent, very authentic. You didn't have anything to hide from them. You were always open and honest with them. And that's something they really appreciate about you looking back at your memory. But it's almost like they wish they opened up more. They wish they were less shy, less like closed off with you, or closed off emotionally, or distrusting based off their own past pain. But now looking back on it, it's like you help them open up more emotionally and trust, and show that there are good people in the world that we can trust, that we can let our guard down with, that aren't going to judge us, that aren't going to make us feel unsafe or make us feel like they're being dishonest or disloyal. So you showed people that there are good people out there in the world we can be ourselves with and feel safe enough to share that emotional bond with. So some people think that. So this is where I'm going to leave your reading pile number 1. And last message, I felt a throat chakra energy of like some people from your past wanting to speak to you, communicate with you, but feeling shy. So yeah, I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this Howlite crystal in the 6 of Cups with the Goddess of Memories, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how do people feel when they think back to your memory, and how do they view these memories with you. So I very much felt guided to read out of the guidebook for this card specifically. Spirit showed that to me. So let's do that for you. Please take what resonates, leave the rest, since this is a general collective reading, okay? So the Six of Cups, goddess of memory. You can feel free to screenshot if you want. I don't know how to pronounce her name, sorry, so I'm just gonna say goddess of memory. Goddess of memory, one of the titans, is the goddess of memory and one of the original elder muses. So funny that she's a muse. I never knew that. Like the muses have been showing up a lot in my readings, which is quite interesting. So maybe there's a message there. Like maybe sometimes people think back to you and feel inspired by you, feel like you're a muse to them. So let's keep reading. She gave birth to the 9 muses by Zeus and is an oracular goddess with connections to prophecy and oracles. So you may also be very intuitive, right? You may kind of sense energetically when people think back to you. So it says risen, familiarity, happy and childhood memories, healing and family. With the goddess of memory in your reading, the veil to the past is thin, and memories of it may be strong in their mind. I'm going to say there, okay? This could be an opportunity to find joy in old pastimes, such as hobbies you've put to the side, or to reconnect with friends from the past. So this is like them. Let these activities and connections bring them a sense of joy, but do not get trapped within them. We all need to return to the present and avoid living in the past. If you live away from family, you may find these memories bring you homesickness, which may be a reminder to call back home. So I do feel like with this card, you definitely bring people this sense of inspiration when they think back to you, because I feel like you're somebody that has healed a lot from your past, that has taken your past and let it transform you. Like the butterfly here. You've transformed like the butterfly, right? You've risen above the past and you've been able to let it go. People think back to your memory and get very nostalgic with the Six of Cups card that you chose. Some people may even think back to childhood memories you have. Your family may think back to your memories a lot and feel homesick, or people may just feel homesick without you in their life. 11:44 on the clock. You may bring in this energy where you make people feel at home. And yeah, there's a lot of nostalgia here. There's this feeling of people looking back to memories you've had together and finding joy within that, reconnecting with the feelings they had towards you as they think back to this. And as this water is it looks like it's being poured into this cup. So some people feel like when they think back to your memory, they view you as a person that always poured into them, that made them feel renewed in ways, that also helped them transform in ways. So when people think back to your memory, it's like they think back to how you helped them transform in some ways, how you helped them realize some things about themselves, okay? And that you're very intuitive. It's like whatever you said to them in the past came true. So people, if you're a tarot reader, people may take things you've said that is going to happen and it actually came true. There's also this feeling of them thinking back to activities you did together or hobbies they had during the time they knew you, or during the time that the memory they're thinking of, sorry. I don't know, like it's like I'm having trouble articulating these messages for you, Pal, too. People may think back to these memories and have trouble articulating what they're feeling. And it's almost like I'm feeling for some people, it's like it's very fuzzy, where they have a hard time remembering every single detail. Okay, there's a sense of familiarity here, like it bringing them a sense of peace, nostalgia, healing too. You may relate to Pal 1, there are some similar messages here if you were drawn. And then they realize, oh my gosh, I haven't done that activity or that hobby that I did when I knew Pal number 2. Maybe I should go back to that. And then some people kind of live in the past and haven't gotten over your memory, like people from your past specifically. So let's go ahead and pull your tarot cards now. I just saw 555 on the timer. So there's something about you definitely bringing people change, or them noticing how things have changed since knowing you in their life. So in the last month, only 41% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy my videos so far and would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, hit the subscribe button to not miss out. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been supporting me since the beginning. Your support means the world to me. Your support really means the world to me. So the lovers popping out as I shuffle. So you may have some lovers think back to you, ex-lovers, ex-situationships, things like that. So in the last month, only 41% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy my videos so far and would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, hit the subscribe button to not miss out. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been supporting me since the beginning. Your support really means the world to me. My goal is to reach 100k subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you. I'm also so grateful to anybody that's watching and supporting right now. So I'm getting with that lover energy, the high priestess at the back of the deck, confirmation that you're very intuitive, very connected to your intuition. There's this feeling of them thinking back to you, and then it's like you almost sense when they think about you. Then they start popping up in your mind as well. Or you just like start seeing their name, or spirit starts showing you like the truth of that. And I'm hearing like you're always right. So people may think back to things you said and never believed you. So for example, let's say you said, I don't trust this person. Something is off with them. And then people maybe thought, oh, you're just like fearing that, so it's not true. And then it actually happens and the truth comes out, because justice is behind the high priestess. So like, you're a truth seeker, a truth teller, and people remember you kind of saying the truth, but them not taking it seriously at first, not seeing the extent of it or the weight of that truth at first, and then they actually see the truth with their own two eyes, and then they're like, oh my gosh, pile number 2 was right. How did they know? So I'm seeing a message of that, and I saw 0606 on the timer. So there's this feeling of 6 of cups. 6 is a significant number. 6 is the number of balance and harmony. So people always remember you bringing balance and harmony into their life. Some of you may have strong Libra or Taurus placements, but definitely Libra energy here. There's also like a Venusian energy here. A connection to Venus. Some of you may also have like Pisces Venus, Cancer Venus, Scorpio Venus. I feel strong water sign energy. So what do people feel when they think back to pile number 2's memory? And how do they view the memory of them? Knight of Swords. Also Aries is coming up. Knight of Pentacles. I just heard Taurus. Yeah, I said Taurus. Capricorn 2, 5 of Swords. The 2 of Swords. So let's see. At the back of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords is about transitions, change, transformation. So people definitely notice those things that you brought them. We have the Knight of Wands. The 4 of Wands. I picked up on this energy earlier, but I forgot about it. So I was seeing 4 of Wands usually reminds me of like events, parties, fun memories, fun celebrations we've had. I was seeing an image of somebody blazing 420, if you get what I mean. Or like people kind of going to parties or events with you where they had a lot of fun, or where like drinking was involved, and Thinking back to them brings them a sense of excitement, laughter, fun, a fun type of feeling. That's what I'm seeing. People may even view you, like, when they think back to your memory, as the life of the party, someone like very spontaneous and free-spirited in ways where you made them feel free. You made them feel courageous and brave even. So some people may think back to your memory and see you as like very fearless, courageous, brave, where you like just do things and you don't think about it. Like you just do it. You don't have any fear holding you back, or at least that's how they view you in their memory, even if it's not true. We have the Chariot. In your memory, like, people view you as bold, so there's also strong fire sign energy here. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I felt the Libra energy the strongest here in this pile. Strength. Ace of Pentacles. And King of Pentacles. So let's just analyze these cards quickly. For this pile, if you've had people that have wronged you, that have been slimy, shady, snake-like with you. With the Five of Swords, this is about betrayals. And Nemesis here makes me think of people that have made you sort of like an enemy to them. They may feel the weight of guilt and shame when they think about what they have done to you. And as I say that, I put my hand over my heart space. So some people that have really wronged you may feel compassion towards you because they realize that you had pure intentions towards them and you never intended anything bad towards them. But they kind of, at that time of their life, made you the villain in their mind. And now looking back at it with more maturity, they're holding on to guilt and carrying it heavily on their back based off what they did to you. So that's just some people, not everybody from your past. I do sense that. Yet there are some people from your past that have wronged you that still kind of create this narrative in their mind of an illusion that you're the villain in their story and that you're like an enemy to them and that you two are like in competition with each other, but you were never competing with them. So it's like some people that are competing with you. I feel like this pile's had a lot of people try to compete with them. You're not even in that race. You're just racing against yourself. I'm almost seeing a message with the lion here of like a zebra trying to compete with the lion. But the lion hasn't even noticed the zebra there. You know, I'm kind of getting that message here. So now they're looking at you and wondering what you've made for yourself. And they may actually search you up on social media or try to hear about you through the grapevine, try to ask questions about you and where you are in your life right now. And I see a smirk on their face clairvoyantly, where they're trying to find information that they're doing better than you. So they can almost put themselves on a pedestal and feel better than you. But then that smirk falls away when they're hearing that you're actually doing really well in your life right now. So I don't know if it's true or if this is just what people are saying or this is just the impression they're getting from you. But there's something about finding success after hardships, after challenge, pushing through towards your dreams, your goals. People view you in the memory of you as a dreamer, as somebody that dreams big, somebody that has big goals, dreams, and ambitions that you want to reach, that you're like this almost, I'm hearing daredevil, where you're going to go after that. You're not going to shy away from that. And so there's this feeling here of them seeing you level up and gain certain opportunities that you've wanted for yourself. Or seeing some kind of financial stability come into your life, seeing that you've made really strong and good choices from your intuition that have led to celebrations of things you wanted coming to fruition. And that's what I see with these bottom cards, especially the King of Pentacles here, something to do with your finances. It's perceived to have improved lately. So that smirk falls away, and I'm clairvoyantly seeing a crocodile with those people. So the reason it's coming up quite strongly is because there are quite a bit of people in this energy towards you, but they're not currently in your life. I'm seeing a crocodile with them. So I'm seeing a crocodile that is like very defensive. So they may feel defensive as they think back to you. Because they are secretly competing with you, and secretly they think that you are doing way better than them. And I'm seeing clairvoyantly the Grim Reaper with his, I don't know what he carries, but it's kind of like that thing that's like this, like a sword. I don't know what it's called, but let me just see on Google. 1133 as an angel number that may be significant. Oh, it's called a scythe, I think. Yeah, so I'm seeing that, and I've actually seen, this is maybe not relevant to the reading. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I've seen the Grim Reaper a few times in real life, energetically. And he doesn't give me a bad energy. I feel like there's a lot of Reapers. He more so guides souls to the afterlife. So I'm sensing some past on loved ones coming through, and as I say this, I feel tears falling down my face, actually falling down my face, and I'm not sad. So there may be some past on loved ones for somebody here that you have grieved, where those past on loved ones still think back to your memory. And as I say that, my voice feels shaky. So they also feel sad and miss you, and feel nostalgic about your memory. And they're still around. They want to let you know that they're still around in spirit. And as I say that, I'm seeing an alarm clock. So they're saying time is an illusion. We live in this physical world, but as time goes by, time doesn't exist forever. We have a limited amount of time on this earth. So on this physical plane, they may be gone, but they are forever in your heart and spirit. And like when you have your time, when you pass, you're going to reunite with them. Because one thing we have in common as humans is we all pass. Okay, so I'm seeing a guitar. Someone here plays musical instruments, and people remember that about you. And I'm seeing like good food. So someone here has a good taste in food, or people view your memory as like you always cooked very nice food. Like whenever people came to your home, you made them feel welcome, something about that. Or yeah, maybe even time is significant, like you always being on time, always being late, something about time, or something about divine timing. And I'm clairvoyantly seeing a fan. I'm closing my eyes because these tears are falling down, but I'm seeing a fan. So you have like this cooling, soothing energy to people. Like, how we put on a fan in a hot day? It's like you have this soothing, cooling effect on people that they remember about you, and it's like in their memory of you, they view you as very cool. you know I'm hearing flirtatiousness, so some people may think back to flirtatious things you said to them, and it may make them feel a little bit flirty. Okay, and I'm seeing some people try to not think back to your memories because it brings up certain emotions that they try to contain and push away. So I'm seeing that too. As I say that, I hear a ringing in my ear. When people think back to your memories, it's like they always view it as you motivate them, you inspire them. You like the thought of what you've done and how you've changed from your past to now. It's very big and it's very miraculous. Because I'm seeing a potion, so it's very magical. Where people wonder how you did it, and it inspires them to also do that themselves. It inspires them to think big about their goals and dreams as well. And I think mainly, besides the jealousy, when people do look back to your memories, there's always a happy feeling. And thinking back to your memories may actually be healing your energy. That's why I say there's a similarity to pile one. I'm also seeing some people view you in their memory of you to be that one person that is always fit. Because I'm seeing gym weights, like lifting weights and things like that clairvoyantly. So what are the feelings here, Spirit? I feel like I looked at how they view it, but what are the feelings here? Okay, so Spirit is showing me something where, okay, the one difference between pile one and this pile is pile one had a lot of deep feelings, but I feel for your pile, most of the people I'm picking up on are people you haven't seen in a long time. And now, as I say that, I see a water fountain. So it's not like they have feelings for you right now or feelings about you right now because it's been a long while since you were in their life. A lot of what I'm picking up on is people you haven't seen in a while, where it's like nostalgic memories, right? But then when they do think back to you, the feelings that they felt in those moments, it's almost like they're looking at it from a looking glass, like reviewing that memory in their mind, and then those feelings come back up to the surface. So there isn't one specific feeling because they're showing me a fountain stream in like different directions. So there's like different feelings and emotions depending on what they felt that day with you, if that makes sense. But it's not necessarily that they have strong feelings right now because it feels like it's been some time since time has moved past. And I'm seeing an iPad clairvoyantly. So they, again, like they may view your social media and look at you on social media because I'm seeing glasses now clairvoyantly. So that's like looking at you on social media through technology. Okay, so this is what I have for you, pile 2. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Amazonite crystal and the I Remember card from the Starseed Oracle deck, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how do people feel when they think back to your memory, and how do they view your memories together. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So firstly, I'm seeing a vision of Cinderella when she is friends with all the animals, and they're like Cinderella, and they're like looking up to her in a way, and they're kind of like helping her with whatever she needs to do with making her dress and everything. So there's something here about animals thinking back to you. I know we're doing a reading on people, but I feel like this pile loves animals, loves pets. Maybe some of you have a lot of pets because I'm seeing like a full household of pets for someone here. Not for everybody, but for someone. And even pass on pets, pets that are still with you right now, 12:12 on the clock. They may feel like they look up to you and like they still remember those memories you have. Even pets that are not yours, if you don't have any pets, but like, let's say you one day went on a walk and found a dog and pet that dog, the pet may still remember you. Or let's say you have a friend that has like a cat or something, or a parrot, or any like kind of animal. Those animals may remember you and really like your energy, because I feel like you have a very beautiful energy. People may look back to your memories and feel like they cherish you, they appreciate you. That's the feeling that comes up the strongest for me: appreciation, cherishing you, gratitude. And there's this feeling of people viewing you like you gave the best hugs, you gave the best love, like you're that type of person, I feel, that is not afraid to hug people, to show your love, to, like be affectionate with people physically. Maybe some of you like have the love language of physical touch. Remember, not every message is going to resonate, but take what resonates because this is a general reading. Even holding hands, like I'm seeing something about holding hands or touching. Like your touch brought them a sense of peace and calm, and people often think back to that. I'm even seeing a mental image of someone kissing someone. So people may think like, when they view back to your memories, people that have kissed you may think you're a really great kisser, like may think they really liked touching you or you touching them in some way. And it doesn't have to be in a more like 18 plus way. I'm not going to say the word on YouTube because I have to be careful with my words on YouTube, but it's kind of like just your touch in general, even if it's innocent, like holding someone's hand, even if it's platonic, you know, people may think back to that. I'm hearing bear hug, or like you making people feel warm and safe. Yeah, that's kind of the energy I'm getting. So for this pile, we're only going to use Oracle cards since you chose the Starseed Oracle deck. And since this card says, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life, I do feel like whoever has met you in their life felt like they met you for a reason, felt like they were fated or destined to meet you or destined to have some kind of experience with you. Some people may review their memories with you and view you as like a platonic soulmate or a soulmate romantically. I'm hearing the one that got away. Some people may even plan to come back into your life with plan here, like people from your past. But not every message is about people from your past, right? And I'm seeing the 7 chakras, like you bringing people into alignment whenever you meet them. I also feel like you're very nurturing, yet you also give people freedom at the same time. Freedom to do whatever they need to do and trust. Where you don't question them or their intentions. And something about that is like what people remember, like in your memory, how people view your memory, where it's like they nurtured me, yet they trusted me, they gave me freedom at the same time, where they allowed me to have my own independence, yet not make me feel suffocated in the love, you know? So I don't know if you're somebody that like likes your own alone time, likes to have your own independence and your connections, where it's not like you're always with that person. You still have time to do things you love, like your own hobbies, etc. Okay, and you give the other person that freedom to do the same. We have We the Hathors with Deep Love Mother's Milk Birth as a portal. So with this motherly energy, you do have people thinking of you, like you have this motherly energy or this fatherly energy, this nurturing energy, and they remember the deep love. So that's the feeling that comes up for them. The deep love they felt they were receiving and the deep love they feel they had or have towards you. We have Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Okay. So, how do people feel when they think back to pile number 3's memories? Who is watching these piles today for this pick a card reading? Because not this message doesn't come up in every pile and every pick a card reading even. And it's like every pile that has come up today in this specific reading has healing energy. So I don't know if some people are watching all 3 piles out of interest or curiosity, or if everybody watching this specific pick a card reading has healing energy, because Amazonite is a very healing crystal. Yet we also have faintly like a healing symbol here that they use in hospitals, if I'm not mistaken. Some of you could be doctors or healers or psychologists, something where you heal people, or you could just have a very healing energy. So we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. This is what I was speaking about, but people also remember you being somebody that they could trust, somebody that was completely loyal to them. We have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. We have big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. You may relate to pile 2 as well, if you were drawn. Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. One last card, Spirit. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So in the last month, only 41% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy this reading so far and would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, hit the subscribe button to not miss out. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been here since the beginning. Your support means the world to me and I love you so much. If you are watching, even if you haven't been here from the beginning, I still have so much love and appreciation for you. So thank you for being here today. Okay, so for this pile, I do feel like you're very unique. That's how people view you in their memory of you. Like, You're very unique. You're somebody that goes to the beat of your own drum. You don't try to be someone you're not to impress people. You know, if somebody doesn't like you, you're okay with that. You're not trying to be liked by everybody. You're not trying to please everybody. Or at least this is just how other people see you in the memory of you. And it's like they view you as this visionary, as somebody that has very great and amazing ideas that you also take action on. So you're a big dreamer. You believe that dreams can come true. You believe and have faith that wishes can come true. And that if we have a wish, it is part of our fate. It is destined to happen. That's what I'm seeing with big picture thinking. Opposite, I remember, like, it's our soul plan. It's something our soul remembers choosing for ourselves. So that's why we have that dream, that wish, because we're meant to achieve that. So maybe some of you view it in that perspective, or people just think you view it in that perspective. And they see you actually taking action on that, not just sitting with that dream, but actually taking action towards that and taking steps towards that, even if it means taking small baby steps until you get to the top of the stairs, until you reach your new beginning that you desire. You know, even if it means going on a path that not many people go on, and trusting your intuition, trusting what your heart is telling you, instead of trying to be what other people want you to be, or what other people expect from you, or society's expectations of what you should do. Instead, you follow your heart, you follow your intuition. You have a lot of leadership qualities and traits, right? How people view you from the memory of you is like you're grounded, stable, independent, balanced, yet quite intuitive at the same time, quite connected to your higher self, right? I feel like your experiences with people, even if they were short-lived, have been very magical. Magical is the word I'm getting. Where it's like it's connected them to a part of themselves that they never knew was there before, a part of themselves that was quite hidden. It's like you brought it out in them. So let's say you met a person. This is just an example of the energy, and they've always wanted to sing. And one day they sing in front of you, and you're like to them, oh, you have such a beautiful voice. You should try singing. Have you ever thought about that? And maybe they don't say anything to you on that day, but like they've always wanted to pursue that, but never felt they were good enough. And so you just saying that to them help them see that maybe they can achieve that dream they have, that vision they have for the future. And then they actually take steps towards that, and you like change something for them, brought them some kind of realization or some kind of transformation, change something within them that helped them expand and grow to where they dreamed of being. Some people just met you and maybe you showed them a part of themselves they never saw before, or said something to them that helped them find a realization, gave them some type of advice that they took and really helped them, really paid off in the end. Maybe they haven't thanked you in person or actually said that to you, but they feel thankful that you gave them that advice, or that you said something to them, or helped them realize something about themselves. So some people feel like you were kind of like a guide or a teacher to them, guiding them to the right direction, the right flow, the right path for them, that they have now found and are feeling thankful for when they think back to your memory, where they feel like I was destined to meet pile number 3, and it helps me actually connect to my higher self, to the divine, to God, the universe, and believe that there is a higher power, because that is not coincidental. I hear that is not coincidental. So some people feel like they were really fated to meet you, even if you didn't help them in any way. I feel like your close relationships, the people that have been closest to you, especially those you've shared a home with or family with, or have felt very close to your heart, like home or family, even them, you taught them certain lessons that helped them become the person they are today. And there's a lot of thankfulness, gratitude here, cherishing that, appreciating you, feeling like they were meant to meet you, like you were part of their soul family or soulmate, even if it's platonic. Keep that in mind. You may also have a mother figure think back to you a lot of the time with a lot of deep love. Think back to how you were born. Look at photos of you when you were younger, or parents or family members, because the bird's nest here makes me think of family, home, or people that just felt at home with you, felt like your family to them from another mother or something like that. That's what I'm seeing. People may also like view you as somebody that always spoke in a way where like your words are memorable. Whatever you say to people, people hold on to. So for this pile, be careful. Your voice is your gift. When you say things to people, it can either break them down and they'll remember it forever, or it can uplift them and they'll remember that ever so slightly. It's not something so big, but it's like it will always be contained within their subconscious mind. And when you say good things to people that bring them harmony and balance, they always think back to it and it inspires them to reach their dreams, their goals, become the person they were meant to be, that they're fated to be. It's almost like when you come into people's lives, you create big shifts for them where they start to become the person they were always meant to be. So when people think back to your memory, it's like they see a part of themselves in you. They feel they relate to you. They feel that memory is a part of them now. It's not just you anymore. It's not just a different person. It's a part of them. It's in their heart forever. Even until the day they die, even if you're not in their life, it's in their heart forever. And it's like home in their heart, you know, that memory that they hold close to their heart. So there's a lot of love people feel when they think back to your memory, cherishing that, appreciating you, appreciating the gift that is you, the gifts that you brought them. That's what I see here. I really feel like some people view you as a spirit guide to them in the 3D realm. I definitely think people think back to the memories of things you've said to them. Spirit is really emphasizing this messenger card of like things you've said to them and how that's helped them in their life, advice you've given them, how loyal you are, how they've always trusted you, how you would never say anything untruthful. Even if it means saying a truth that is hard to hear, but still helps them in the end. Yet you say it in a very gentle way. It doesn't come through as harsh. That's what I'm feeling here. I definitely feel like when people think back to your memory, they realize that you've opened doors for them that they never saw before, but you did. It's like every time you come into a person's life, you help them level up or open up some door for them that they're meant to open. So I'm going to use some clairvoyance now to get some messages here. I also feel the energy of past life connections in this pile. So some people may feel a sense of familiarity with you. Even if they just met you for one day, it's like there's just something about you. And I feel like that's a past life connection they have to you where there may even be people you never quite dated, like you just had situationships where they still think back to you and feel this strong pull towards you and have no idea why. Like maybe you didn't even know them that well, but it's like they still have this strong pull towards you. Even some strangers, like people you haven't made memories with that would like to make memories with you, like feel this strong pull to you and feel a sense of mystery from you. I want to say a sense of familiarity, like I know you, but I don't know you. And it's like they want to create memories with you. People view you in the memory of you like as a bright light to them, a guiding light, someone that shines within their own authenticity. Even the fact that you chose the Starseed Oracle deck, this is like about you. Maybe some of you are actually Starseeds, like if you believe in that. Maybe some of you actually like relate to sometimes feeling like an alien in this world, feeling like very different from others. And I think your uniqueness is appreciated by those we're picking up on today. So let's get some clairvoyant messages. So what else? What do people feel when they think back to their memory of pile number 3, and how do they view these memories? So it's like I'm seeing a watch, right? And the time is going by so quickly. So whenever people spend time with you, it's like 2 hours could pass, but it felt like 2 minutes. And you just made it feel so vibrant and fun that time just passed by so quickly. It's like somebody can spend 3 days with you and it feels like 1 day. It feels like there's not enough time. I want more time with you. I also feel there's this connection with this pile to ancient Egypt, ancient wisdom of Egypt. Spirit is showing me cooking, drinks, video games. So maybe some people like, maybe you're a foodie. They're showing me carbonated drinks. So like maybe you're a foodie, maybe some people remember like eating food with you and really enjoying it. Maybe you cooked for some people and they really enjoyed that food and they think back to that memory, and maybe even try to replicate the taste if they don't know the recipe of what you made. Or they just remember like maybe playing games with you, being chilled, being laid back, or like you're watching movies together. It feels like this very cuddly, cozy feeling with you. So that's what I feel like. People feel comfortable when they think back to you, like how laid back and chilled you were, where they could just relax and be laid back and not worry about anything and just be themselves. It almost felt like they were your best friend, even if they weren't your best friend. Does that make sense? I'm seeing that. What else, spirits? So some people may think back to dates you've been on, or times you've gone out to restaurants together, things like that. I'm seeing handbags. So some women here watching may have really nice handbags, and I'm seeing swings, like, you know, when we play on a swing. So there may be some childhood memories here. Some people that you've had memories with in childhood where they think back to that still. And there's a message here of beauty because I'm seeing an Alice band now. So it's like people view you as very beautiful in their memory of you. And it's like who they see you are, how they see you today, like who you've grown into, how you've progressed in life. It's very beautiful. And it's better than expected is what I hear. I'm also seeing gym weights, so I feel like either people see you as very strong, like a warrior or warrioress, or like physically fit in their memory, like you're always taking care of your body in that way. One last message, clairvoyantly, please, spirit. Okay, they're showing me a microphone, so people definitely remember your voice, the things you said to them, now a love letter. So like how you spoke from your heart. And they're showing me stars, so you definitely have a star factor to you in some way, shape, or form that people view you as. They're showing you the dollar sign. You have like this ability to create money as well. And there's many sides to you, many facets to you. You're very multidimensional. It's like people are always seeing different sides of you that they never expected to see. That's how they view you from their memory of you and like how they feel when they think back to these memories. So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.